It started with anonymous texts, cruel, threatening, relentless. A teenage girl in a small Michigan town began receiving messages that accused her of terrible things. She was bullied, harassed, and humiliated. The messages poured in for months, over 12,000 of them. Her mother, Kendra Licari, was devastated. She reported the harassment, begged for help, and even went to the police. She played the role of the worried parent. But the truth? She was the one sending the messages all along. Kendra wasn't just a mother, she was a teacher, a respected figure in the school. And when her secret unraveled, the entire town was left stunned. Kendra Licari lived in Mount Pleasant, Michigan. She worked at the local school, coached basketball, and raised her daughter in what looked like a quiet, picture-perfect life. But behind closed doors, something darker was happening. In 2021, her daughter began receiving a flood of anonymous texts and emails. The messages were cruel. They attacked her character, accused her of being a bad friend, and even threatened her safety. Friends and classmates also started receiving messages. Soon the harassment spread like wildfire. Kendra played the role of the protector. She told her daughter not to worry. She sat in school meetings where administrators tried to figure out who was behind it. She even volunteered to help with the investigation. But the truth was shocking. She was the catfish all along. The investigation grew intense. The FBI even got involved. Digital forensics traced the messages across platforms, VPNs, and hidden accounts. But no matter how deep investigators dug, the trail always circled back to Kendra. Over 12,000 messages, every single one carefully crafted, sent at all hours, designed to tear down her own child's life. Why would a mother do this? Investigators and psychologists struggled with the question. Some suggested jealousy, resentment, or control. Others pointed to stress, depression, or mental illness. But no clear motive was ever proven. In 2022, Kendra Licari was arrested. Parents in the community couldn't believe it. Teachers were shocked. Students whispered about it in the halls. A mother who pretended to be the victim's ally turned out to be the tormentor. She was charged with cyberstalking a minor, using a computer to commit a crime, and obstruction. In court, prosecutors revealed the staggering scope of the harassment. They described how Kendra created fake accounts, masked her IP address, and built an elaborate cover-up. She eventually pleaded guilty. The story didn't just stay in Michigan, it exploded nationwide. Media outlets branded it one of the strangest catfish cases in history. Parents everywhere asked, if a mother could do this to her own child, who could you really trust? And now the case has returned to the spotlight thanks to Netflix. Their new documentary, Unknown Number, The Catfish Case, digs into every twist, from the first message to the shocking arrest. For viewers, it's a chilling reminder that sometimes the danger isn't outside your home. It's sitting at your dinner table. The Kendra Licari case is more than a story of cyberstalking. It's about betrayal, trust, and how technology can turn even the safest places into battlefields. A daughter believed she was being hunted by strangers, but in the end, it was her mother all along. The catfish mom, the shocking case of Kendra Licari,